Hey there, it's Kat, and this is Brews and Reviews. So it's the weekend, and I decided I wanted to vlog this weekend because I really need to get some reading done. I've done very little reading this month so far, and we're almost halfway through. So I thought, a weekend reading vlog, maybe that'll help. Probably won't, I'm probably going to fail at it, but here we are anyway. Yeah. So I'm currently reading King Beyond the Gate by David Gemmell, the second David Gemmell book that I'm reading this month. And I am 80 pages into it, so not that far into it. Nearly a quarter of the way through, actually. Really enjoying it so far. I'd forgotten how prominent the joinings were in this book, and that is half human, half animal hybrids that are nasty kind of experiments that kill a lot of people. I'd forgotten how prominent they were. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Again, there is insta-love in this, which, questionable times. I don't love insta-love. But yeah, that's a small price to pay for the awesomeness of everything else that's happening. So yeah, I am really enjoying this. I'm listening to the audiobook, and I'm going to continue to listen to the audiobook on the rest of my walk home. God, I forgot how goddamn cool this was. It's so cool. Anyway, I'm just having a little fangirl geeky moment while I'm listening to this book. Like, yes, yes, yes. It's really good. So I got home, and I've just been continuing to listen to King Beyond the Gate. I am now 177 pages in, and I am on chapter 11, so, considerable way through this book. I just really wanted to read you guys this line because it's one of those lines that sort of sticks with you. So unfortunately it's over like 2 pages, so I have to do like a weird, awkward, turny pagey thing because I didn't find a tripod and I'm balancing you. So yeah, anyway, listen to this line. It's really cool. Evil lives in a pit. If you want to fight it, you must climb down in the slime to do so. And I just love it. I just love it. I don't know why, it's just so cool. So it's Saturday morning, and all I've done today so far is watch Grey's Anatomy, because that's an addiction I have now. I've pretty much watched 7.5 seasons in under a month. So it's a problem, and that probably has contributed to why I have read so much less recently, but well, the sooner I'm through it, the sooner it's done, the sooner I can get back to reading. So this morning, I'm going to listen to my audiobook, but I'm currently dusting my shelves, so all of the books are coming off so that I can dust them and then put them back on, because, oh, dusty shelves, you're so dusty, I need to clean them. So yeah, let's do it. So I finished dusting. Everything immaculate, nice, clean, tidy. Ooh, nice. That's exactly what we want. Good times. I decided I was going to listen to The Language of Thorns by Lee Bardugo because I already had this on audiobook. It was in the 2-for-1 sale, so I picked it up anyway. I like having all of the audio version. Anyway, I was really enjoying it. I thought these short stories were really cool. They're kind of darker type fairy tales. They're very similar to fairy tales from our world. It's just they have a bit of a dark twist to them, and I really enjoyed them. So when I'd finished doing, the cleaning, I actually got to sit down and have a look through this and read it while I was listening to it, which turned out to have been way better. I really should have been reading it the entire time because the illustrations in this book are so good. They're so pretty, and they unfold and change when you change the page, and I'm like, I love it. And then at the end of the story, there's a full double-page spread of an illustration, and the illustration is great. I don't know who does the illustration. Let's find out. This is one of the double-page spread illustrations, and this border around the outside, it sort of like grows. This is it going backwards. Can you see it? This is the illustrator's name if you did want to check out any of her stuff. It's really cool. So now I'm going to go around to my parents' house to read in their garden because they have comfy chairs and I have lawn mowing neighbours. So, that's where I'm going. So I only managed to get about 30 pages read while I was at my parents' house because I was actually talking to them like a, normal human, I guess. And then I went to the cinema, so I went to see The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife, which may possibly be the dumbest film I have ever seen in my life. It was so dumb. And some of it was on purpose, but no, it was really dumb. Who decided that Antonio Banderas could ever possibly play a Greek man when he is the most Spanish man that there ever was? Anyway, I would not advise that you watch that film even if you like the first film because it just jumped right off the dumb cliff. So I wouldn't waste your time. If you want to go and see something fun, go and see Nobody. That was a really good film. A Quiet Place 2 was also really good. Conjuring 3, not so much. I've been to the cinema a lot lately because the cinema near me has opened up and now I'm seeing everything because that's what I do with my life. Anyway, so I read 30 pages of the 5th season. Still really enjoying it. Still really good. And now I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. So it would seem I've been very bad at vlogging today. You wouldn't know it, but it's Sunday and it's 7:30 and I haven't vlogged at all today. I haven't really done very much today at all. I've been sleeping a lot of today because tiredness, I suppose. I have, however, managed to read some of the 5th season. I read about 80 pages. I'm now on page 198, so I'm this far through the book, which, is good. I'm planning to get to page 232 by the end of today, so I'm not gonna sit here and read a lot of this book because I do find that it is quite heavy. While I like it and I'm enjoying it much more than I did when I read it as an audiobook, I can't read too much of it at once because it's a bit depressing. There's a lot of heaviness in it. Obviously there's a lot of slavery, and the way that the origins are treated is not nice. I don't love it. So I find that I can't read too much of it at once or else I get a bit bogged down in it. So yeah, I'm going to read a little bit more of this and then I'm going to move on. Not sure what to. Who knows? Who knew that pushing the cat's hair forward would make him look so grumpy? Why you look so grumpy? Are you a grumpy cat? It's a bit Neanderthal-like. Are you a grumpy cat now? It's the way he's side-eyeing me, I think. You can't see, but he is I've had enough of your shit, Mum. Yeah. Okay, I'll put it back. You can have normal hair again. There you go. There you go, look. Look, it's normal cute. Normal cute. Okay. So today has been pretty much just a big failure, really. I blame it on the heat. It's like 11 o'clock right now and it's still 21 degrees Celsius, and it's hot. And I'm not used to the heat. It doesn't. I expire. It is also like I'm wearing a giant woolly hat. Like, this is a lot of hair to have on your head when it is very hot. Anyway, so I managed to read a bit more of the fifth season. In total, I read 122 pages of it today, so now I'm like 240 pages in. I am enjoying it, but I figured out that I am enjoying the cyanide chapters more than the you chapters. The ones that are in second person, I'm enjoying far less, I've realised, because I wanted to keep reading when it was on the cyanide or the Demea chapters, and then it got to like the second person chapters, and I was like, but earlier on in the book, I really enjoyed the second person chapters, so I don't know. I know that I like it all by the end, but just at this point in time, I'm like, can you please go back to a more interesting perspective, please? I would enjoy that more, but obviously that's not how books work. Anyway, I was going to listen to some of my audiobook and then I decided I didn't want to because I've got like 2 hours left of it and there wasn't enough time for me to listen to the whole thing in one go, which I would like to do. So I decided I was going to read an ebook that I downloaded because of TikTok, because TikTok is currently obsessed with Ice Planet Barbarians, which is a Daily Deal disaster type book, if ever I've seen one. You know that book is going to be hilarious and terrible in all likelihood. That would be what I would be going into it expecting. So downloaded it, and it's only 180 pages, and I was like, oh yeah, just read that. And then I started listening to the song What a Life by Scarlet Pleasure, and I just listened to it on repeat for 2 hours, and I don't know where the rest of the day went. I'm not really sure what happened. Yeah, sometimes that happens to me, but like, what are you gonna do? Some sort of executive dysfunction, I think. But anyway, that's a really good song and you should listen to it. It makes my brain happy for some reason, not really sure why. So, I did do some reading this weekend. I finished one book and got through some more of another. Actually, got through two books. Got through some of two books. I'm going to count this weekend as a success. Even though I didn't actually finish as many books as I wanted to, I did read, which is what I actually wanted to do. Yeah, we'll count it as a success. I mean, perhaps it doesn't help that I'm actually starting my new job officially tomorrow, so I am like a little bit nervous, but like excited and a little bit distracted, so maybe that's why I'm like... maybe that's just me. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, I am gonna go to bed now. Thank you for sticking around if you made it this far into this vlog. Wow, well done you. If you made it this far, leave me a sun emoji because I am currently dying in the heat. What is this? British people don't understand what is heat? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.